Why can you guys see me? Or can you even hear me, I wonder? Nobody is saying anything. Ah, thank you. Okay, thank you for the answer. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get started. Put your first name in. Please only ask the question one time. And I'm Claudia with Clarity with Claudia. And we're starting Tarot Tuesdays. I'm going to be doing this. Oh, hooray. Thank you for the answer. Let's start by first name and your question, please. All right, so I'm going to start with Nick. Am I going to be on the right journey in the next 12 months? Am I going to be on the right journey in the next 12 months? Can I move this? All right, Nick, let's take a look here. Yes, you are. So the cards that came up is the first card is the Justice card, and the Justice card is like that absolute yes, things are going to work out in your favor. Um, with the Page of Swords, I do feel like there's a lot of learning that's actually happening for you, and you're gonna have to be pretty quick on your feet. Move these over. This feels like you are doing like a lot of processing quickly, but it's kind of exciting. It's not like a bad kind of processing. It's more of kind of like just um, it almost feeling overwhelming. I hope that makes sense, Nick. I hope that helps. Let's see, who's next? All feels heavy and stressful. Natika, all feels heavy and stressful. Will my daughter's hard work pay off? All right, let's see here. Well, let me just say this. The reason the energy feels a little bit heavy right now is we are right about on the 28th, which is just 3 days away. There is a lunar eclipse that's coming in Pisces. And so things tend to be a little bit on the high level of energy, feeling a little heavy. So let's take a look to see if your daughter's hard work will pay off. I have a good feeling about it. It will. It's funny. I feel like there's definitely a shift and a change that's coming in for your daughter. With the Two of Wands, I think one of the biggest things that I just heard was um, there is a change coming. The only thing with that is that there's something about the past that they need to remember about. I don't know if you can see that little tiny lock there. Anytime that's the first thing that catches my eye when I'm doing a reading, it's just a good reminder that something from the past that is kind of like you're done and walking away from, but it's like a reminder to not forget your past. So there's something about that. So I mean, I guess maybe she didn't put the hard work in, but the card that's next to it, which I love, is the Ace of Cups. And this is like your cup runneth over with love, with joy, with happiness. And I'm feeling a lot of excitement. So yes, I do believe it's going to be, as long as she's putting in the work, as long as she's done the things, that she's supposed to do, that work really is paying off and she's going to feel emotionally fulfilled. I hope that helps. Um, all right. Versatile styles. All right. Let's see here. You're on Facebook. Welcome in. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. Sorry. Oh, I hope I don't get in trouble for that. I'm sorry that you're going through a lot, Latoya. Let's see what we've got for you. Let's see if we can give you something to look forward to. Again, the energy is definitely shifting. With that being said, though, try and see the good in everything because even though it gets heavy, there is something that is being brought to light during this time. Okay. Okay. So, Latoya, you got the 5 of Wands. Now, here's the thing about the 5 of Wands. It looks a lot more chaotic than it is, but I won't say, I feel like there's some communication problems going on around you. But I also feel like this is more of like a learning experience. Like you're actually learning how to communicate better. I know it feels super heavy. The other thing I'm going to say is the Queen of Swords came up. And the thing about the Queen of Swords is that she is a super duper like she's like my Judge Judy card, right? She keeps it super real. She keeps it she might be a little bit harsh in the communication style and I think with this and this together, I feel like I would be careful especially right now, especially in this time because we're like in that pre-shadow of the lunar eclipse. I would say be aware of how you say things and what you say. Um, Try and look at things from a much higher perspective as far as like seeing things for what they really are. Try not to take it personal. And also really think of things like you're really learning a lot at this time, like learning a lot more than you probably realize you're learning right now. I do believe it's going to get better. You use this time as kind of like things are really there, you're building a really strong foundation for some stuff that's coming your way. All right. Who is next? Let's see here. Iris. Ooh, okay, Iris, let's take a look here. Will your new career be successful? Congratulations on the new career. That's exciting. Will Iris's new career be successful? Ooh, okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. I feel like you are okay. So the answer is yes, but um, I feel like you are really in your head about it. I feel like I don't know what you've been through before, but whenever this card shows up for me, the 8 of Swords, it's all about like, what are you saying to yourself? How are you speaking to yourself? How are you letting others speak to you? Not in the job, right? Because this feels more of like a mental prison. Be very careful in how you speak to yourself, what you say. I would say try and meditate every day. There's this really nice meditation. It's a little cheesy, but I found like it really helps my nervous system. It's I think it's called like All Is Well. I can't remember who does it, but I feel like if you can get out of your own mental way, like if you can stop questioning yourself or quit saying things like I'm not smart enough or I'm not good enough, and I don't know if that's you or not. I don't think there's that many people in here. Yeah, there's not. So if you can put an answer down here, I'm happy to kind of do a follow up. But the minute you let go of like that mental prison or that way that you like feel or talk to yourself, we're talking like this is going to be amazing for you. They're going to be a really great fit for you. Anytime that the 2 of Cups comes up, this is like your perfect other half or a perfect collaboration, a perfect partnership. And when you're asking about your career, it's a really good fit for you, but only if you can let your mind go and really bring in your heart, keep your heart open. I hope that helps. I hope you're still in here. Um, yeah. All right. Let's see. Where was I? Okay, Gigi. Let's see here. Well, my husband and his family complicate divorce for me. Let's see. Oh, so that energy just shifted a little bit. I do believe that they're going to, but let's see what the cards have to say. Maybe not. I'm gonna play one more card. I do feel like, okay, so I feel like that decision's been made. Things are going to move forward. The Two of Wands comes in. There's definitely a shift and a change. I feel like the divorce turns out to be fair and just. Whenever I see the Justice card, that's kind of like my green light that it's going to be truthful, law, cause and effect, all those good things. But when I see the 10 of Wands next to it, I laid one more card out just because I was like, something felt off. I do feel like this is going to feel like a burden for you. This is going to feel very overwhelming. It's going to feel like you're carrying a lot of this by yourself. The only thing I can say, the great thing about this card is there is a different way to approach it. Um, I'm not saying that, hello. Um, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, but I do feel like the thing about this card is if you look at it, you'll notice that this person is literally carrying all of these wands all at once. Like they put their back into it, right? But if they were to take like a ribbon and tie it on one side and tie it on the other, and then, they could carry it almost like kind of like a big purse or whatever. So whenever this card comes up for me, especially on something like divorce, it's kind of like adjust the way that you approach a situation because you might be making it harder on yourself. I don't think it's intentional, but I do think that maybe that fear, maybe that energy. I'm one of those people who genuinely believe that how you approach something, if you look at like the negative, you kind of bring your vibration down. But if you look at like, okay, what's the lesson I'm supposed to be learning out of this, it shifts everything. So just try really hard, no matter how hard it is, to just stay as positive and say like, this is happening for me, not to me. I think that'll really help a lot. I hope that helps. Patricia. Patricia. Um, Where did you go? There you go. Well, I get the answers I seek for my son. Let's see. Patricia get the answers she seeks for her son. Funny, the first thing I just saw, I get a lot of messages when I'm shuffling and I'm like looking at my cards. One, it's kind of like um, just keep doing what you're doing. It's working. Keep your head down. What you're doing is working. And then the other thing was, you're going to have to be a little bit Judge Judy like, like keep it real, be a little not aggressive because that's such a harsh word, but like be a little harsh. But let's see what the cards have to say. I do feel like there's a new beginning. I think also, oh, yeah. I also think so. The Fool came up. Yes, I do believe if your question is a yes or no question, yes, you will. I do feel like there is this a bit of exhaustion around having the same conversation over and over and over again. Not sure if this is a disagreement necessarily, but it almost feels like I'm exhausted. I am exhausted from having the same conversation. Um, but if you kind of like stay the course and you continue to do what you're doing and you kind of keep that like, let's keep the facts what they are, I feel like things really do turn out well. The 10 of Cups is such a beautiful card to get. Um, yeah, I hope that helps, Patricia. Whoa, where did that come from? All right, let me do here. All right, we got YT here. I am single. Kiri K. What do you see for my love life, please? I don't know what that is. Rosa. I don't know what that is. Okay. Oh, what do I see for your love life? Oh, the 10 of Cups. I feel like there is somebody coming in. But I do feel like there's somebody either that is taking up space in your energy field right now, and it's kind of like weighing you over. I don't know if it's like a love relationship person, but I do feel like there's somebody kind of in your orbit that is really uh taking that spot of like that energy, and it's kind of affecting you moving forward. So if you can let that go, I'm going to pull one more card just to be on the safe side here. I do feel like there's a shift and a change. I'm also going to switch cards for a second. I want to try out my other cards. Let's see if this goes. I have 5 decks on the table right now, which is pretty funny. I hope that works. I hope that helps. All right. Oh, I see another Claudia in here. Claudia Rosales. Very nice to see you. Watching from Scotland. Well, that's cool. I think that's my first that I know of. All right, Sabrina. Very nice to meet you. I'm calling in your guides and your angels. I'm setting the intention for the highest vibration of light and love and knowledge and wisdom. I'm switching to my Light Seers card because I need more practice with these anyway. And they're so fun. They're so pretty. All right. Will Victor and I get back together? Let's take a look here. Victor and Sabrina get back together. Wow, the Ten of Cups. Yeah, you guys will. That's what this looks like. The Ten of Cups is this unconditional, like love, long-term fulfillment. So yes. Oh, that's your name. I am so sorry. I did not mean to offend you. I apologize that I thought you were saying you were like a Taurus and maybe you misspelled it. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Yes, he left me on red, so that's not him. No, that's not him. Mm-mm. No. Whoever this is that's coming in for you, Usara, I would say they are, you're gonna know. They're gonna make you feel emotionally like fulfilled. All right. This just popped out. The 4. Ooh, yeah, they're gonna be super stable. They're going to be very, very well controlled. They are going to be very structured, very respectable. They're gonna be a little bit older too. I don't know if the person that you're talking to now is a little bit younger, but this one feels not like old, but they're just seasoned and they are mature and they know what they want. So look for that person. Debbie, very nice to see you, Debbie. Welcome in. Trying to venture out and start my own business. Will I succeed? I hope that you will. Let's see. Me too. Me too. I think that you will. However, here's what I'm going to say. The 8 of Swords came up. The 8 of Swords is a card that is all about kind of being in your own head. Your mental space feels like you are really giving yourself a hard time. So be gentle with yourself. Be honest, of course, right? Do the hard work and you will be successful. The 4 of Wands comes up afterwards. So if you're able to walk away from that, like that way of thinking of kind of like, oh, this isn't going to work, it's not an option. Like you're going to be successful. Um, and it does feel like you are leveling up. That's what the 4 of Wands means for me. But this particular deck, it makes it look so fun. Like you're really going to be enjoying what you're doing. And once you kind of get into the flow and you let go of that way of thinking, Debbie, you do really well. So just get out of your own head if you can. I know it's that I am talking to myself basically because I did the same thing. All right. G. Othi. Thank you. Welcome in. Let's see here. Well, hubby and I stay together. A lot of family drama. Either one of us need divorce now. We have a baby. Respect this divorce, but yeah. Well, first, don't make any major life decisions based on what I say. I am going to pull from the other deck really quick. Hold tight a second. My old faithfuls, for sure. EOC. Let's take a look here. You guys, thanks so much for coming in today. This is amazing. I'm hoping to do this every week. Just to be a little more consistent. And I did not know that I could be on multiple social media platforms all at once. Who knew? And get all of the messages in one place. Okay. So let me see. Well, stay happy together. Okay. Huh. All right. Okay. Dang, I pulled several cards for you. All right, so because I take these kind of questions very seriously, and normally I don't like to answer these kind of questions in like this kind of a platform because I'm like, makes me nervous. Here's what I'm going to say. The first card that came up is the Lover's card. Now, for me, the Lover's card means that there is, um, can you guys be happy? Absolutely, you can. You have to start making decisions that are based on your best and your highest good. That word, if at all possible, I would try to take it out of your vocabulary only because, it's kind of like an exit plan, which I totally understand. You deserve to be happy. Um, but I feel like when I see the card that's next to it is the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is this fire starter. It's like you want major shift, you want major change. So everything that you do moving forward needs to be done with the thought process is this for my best and highest good? Is this the person that I'm trying to become, or is this what just is comfortable in the past? I do feel like you have the upper hand, and they're saying stand your ground. Be extra, extra clear with your words. She's the Queen of Swords. She's a little harsh though. So here's what I'm going to say. Be careful how you speak to each other, not just you to him, but or to her. I'm not making any assumptions here because I do feel like there's major communication issues with the way you guys speak. Um, you could use this as well as like a time and a way of kind of like learning how to speak. If you guys are not in therapy, based on just the communication, I feel like that would make a humongous difference. I feel like there are a ton of options out there to like, how do we move forward? But I do feel like it's almost like you start moving away from a way of thinking, which is kind of like, is this the exit? Is this the time out? I would really love to do a like one-on-one reading with you because I'd like to know kind of like the whole situation. And when I say I'd like to know, I mean pull cards for like your current energy, and then I do career, finances, health, relationships, and then 12 months into the future, and it kind of always mixes together. Everybody that's on here right now, let me see how many people are on here. Okay, I have not really publicized this. I think I've said it to like my subscribers, but right now I have a special that's going on. If you've wanted to book with me and are like, oh, because I know, you know anyway, I'm doing a special up until I'm going to do it till the end of the month. And if you'll comment in either, I'm trying to think of which one to do it on IG, maybe FB, because I can't say the whole thing. The word eclipse. I'm doing the 45-minute readings, which are normally 155 for the cost or the price of 30-minute readings. I haven't put that out there except for my subscribers. And the numbers are very limited. So if this is something that you're interested in, no pressure. It would be a good time to book, and it gives you some time to do like a little bit of a deeper reading at a lower price point, which I've never done before. So I hope that helps. I really do. I feel like counseling would help though, because like you said, you want to feel respected. I'm sure that he does too, or they do too. But I feel like you guys can really work this out. It's just a decision. Okay. Let's see here. Aileen, I hope I pronounced that right. It's very nice to meet you. Will you get a job soon? Calling in your guides and angels, and I'm setting the intention for the highest vibration of light and love and knowledge and wisdom. Okay. Yes, yes, you will. And actually, it's coming a lot sooner than you think. So keep doing what you're doing. It feels like good news is coming in, and it feels like it's going to be something that's very aligned with you. I hope that helps. Hello from Turkey. Hi, it's so nice to see you. My ex will come back to me or have a new one in his life. Let's see here. The ex come back. When does the ex come back? I do feel um I do feel like they are finding some emotional stability. Hang on. So I do feel like they're finding some emotional stability. That's normally a yes for me, but then I do see like there's a third party there. I do feel like they're talking to someone else and they're kind of got the little like excitement of like the page of cups of like feeling kind of like the little tinglies, but it doesn't I don't feel like it lasts. It literally feels like they feel emotionally bankrupt right now. I don't know if that makes sense. So I feel like they're trying to move through it, but I do feel like they will be back. I hope that helps. You guys will have to let me know if any of this stuff comes out for y'all. Okay. I self-doubt a lot. Well, stop it. Don't self-doubt at all. Like get out of your own head. Oh yes, this wasn't the one about the job. Totally get it. I'm the same way, or I used to be the same way, but your mind is so powerful that we have to be so careful in what we say to each other. Louise, hey, let me just pull a card for you. You didn't ask a question. Hello, Karen Ann. Welcome in. All right, all is well is a simple meditation. Okay, Louise, hey, I'm just pulling a. Ooh, what a beautiful card. Okay, Louise, hey, you got the world, which is you are beginning. I'll be interested to know what your sign is, but you're closing the chapter on something and you're starting something new. Super exciting. This is the end of something, the beginning of something new, like clean slate. And it really works out well in your favor emotionally. I feel like you are very emotionally fulfilled once this chapter closes and you start kind of new, like, and it's not like perfect by any means. There's always this one thing that is almost going to drive you crazy, but I feel like you are emotionally fulfilled and it's not by anybody else's hand but your own. Like you have done all of this for yourself, so yeah, I feel really good about that reading for you. Okay, all is well. Such a great meditation. All right, let me hop over here. Mark, are Christy and I going to get back together soon? Mark, let's see. Are Christy and I going to get back together soon? I don't think so. I don't, and I'll tell you why. So the strength card comes up. The strength card for me comes up whenever um, your guides and your angels are like, hey, look, don't forget who you are. You're a much stronger person. Your light is there. And I know that you're probably feeling kind of sad. It looks like you might be losing some sleep, even maybe suffering from some headaches. I don't think that this is going to get better soon. I feel like this is the end. And I'm not saying you guys will never get back together. I just don't think it's going to be soon. And if you do, it would have to be like a whole brand new beginning. This feels like it would have to be a whole new chapter. And I don't know that it's with Christy. I'm so sorry. I hope that that helps. At least give you some like, closure at least. All right. I don't have a name for chlorine 3. I've had 3 new love interests come into my life suddenly. Good for you. That freaking vibration must be high right now. Are you any of them the one? All right, let's pull 3 cards. I'm gonna name 3 numbers. I want you to put them in order. I don't need to know their names or anything like that. In fact, I'm gonna use this deck. And I'm gonna tell you if any of them are the one. So 1, 2, and 3. And I would just say, just put them in whatever order you want to put them in, but do it now before I pull cards, because and I'll tell you if any of them are the one. 1. Ooh, oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. So that's very funny. They're very different ages, it feels like. First one, the very Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups, he is super romantic, but just remember, he is he's a little immature, but he's doing all the things, right? I feel like the flowers, he's courting you. And he's showing his love. But he feels kind of like, I like to think of like the Knight of Cups as like someone who's training to become the King of Cups. The second person, which I think this is very funny because you guys just saw me shuffle. I think you did anyway. But the second person is gonna be the person I think is going to be the one, and because the King of Cups came up, and so he is a mature version of the Knight of Cups, and nothing shakes this person. They are very zen, they don't like gossiping. You can tell them your problems, and they don't take it home with them. They feel very, like, emotionally evolved and mature, and then you have the Page of Pentacles, and this guy is young, but very responsible. So I'd say either 2 or 3 could be the one, but if it was me, I would think it's the second one. So I hope that helps, and good for you. I don't know what you're doing, but good for you, but that's a lot to, handle. All right, let me go over to Karen Ann. That's a tough one, Karen Ann. Should I keep waiting for him, or is he truly happy with I don't even wanna pull a card on this. I wanna tell you, just move on for now. If they're with somebody else, life is so short, but let's see. Let's see what the cards say. Should she keep waiting? Yes. Um, oh. So the Ace of Wands is kind of like this. I mean, that's a yes, definitely. If you want to keep waiting for him, but I don't think that I think he's truly happy with who he's with now. The Nine of Pentacles came up, and the Nine of Pentacles is like it's like they're taking very good care of this person that they're with. Um, they feel really happy, and I feel like it's just the very beginning of that journey. So I would just say, I personally, I wouldn't wait for him, but I, that's just what I would do because I'm not waiting on anybody. I keep it moving. Okay. Gigi, you're welcome. Before Patricia. Who was that for before Patricia? Let's see. Dang, when was Patricia? Um, oh, it was for you, Brian. Yeah, it was you, Brian. What's the future? Oh, did I may have skipped you. I did skip you. What does the future look like for my husband and I? I'm so sorry about that. Thanks for Brianna Lee. I am terrible at reading. Brianna, I'm sorry. Okay, what does the future look like for me and my husband? Ugh, not good. I'm gonna pull some from the other deck too. I just wanna make sure here. So it starts off with the Ten of Swords, and this feels like you get stabbed in the back and feels like you're left. Yeah, it's not good. Um, the Ten of Swords is this feeling of kind of like it's a lot more gentler in this deck, but this is like you are walking away from something that has literally it stung so bad. The only good thing I ever say about the Ten of Swords is like there is no going back. It doesn't feel right. Now, here's the thing. Don't listen to me. If your marriage, if you're happy with your husband, don't listen to me. But what it feels like is like you feel like you get stabbed in the back. I feel like it takes some time, and feel like you're trying to make it work. The Hierophant is like this very traditional card, but when it's all said and done, it feels like you're still like, this is no longer aligned with me. I'm not even mad about it anymore. It's just not working out. Please let me know if that sounds right or if I'm completely, this is why I don't like to do these kind of questions, but it's part of reading. That's how it goes. All right. Back to it. Did I just read twice? I wonder what I said the first time. All right. Clayton Kayla. Is he in love with us? With or someone else? Should I walk away? Clayton Kayla. Okay. And then I'll get back to yells. All right, let's see here. Leighton Kayla, I'm sorry, that's probably just Kayla. On FB, is he in love with or someone else? Should I walk away? Hmm. I feel like there's somebody else, but I don't know that he's in love. This feels like he's just learning a lot about somebody, but I'm gonna pull from this other one. These cards are so stiff. My goodness. But they're light too. They're so I love them. Gotta wear them in. Do you already know that if they're actually work with somebody else? Because I feel like you might already know. The judgment card came up and they're like, it might be time to kind of like release and be honest with yourself. I do feel like they're talking to someone, they're learning about someone, and it's a small shift, a small change. I don't know that I would say that they're in love, but I do feel like they are actually talking to someone else right now. But I don't think they're in love. I think they're just kind of getting to know someone. Hello, Sandy Lee. Am I going to have another opportunity with this person? Is Yells going to have another opportunity with this person? Damn. Feel like it's weird. I think that you will, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon because the death card came up, which is a total transformation. I mean, it's going to have to be like time has gone by and they've done some work on themselves, or you've done some work with yourself. And then the strength card came up next. I'm going to lay out one more card from the Sears Tarot deck just to see. No, and this one says Three of Swords. So no, I feel like this feels more of like I don't know if you do some work on yourself and you just literally feel like I'm not that person that I used to be. I feel like you really find your strength within yourself. And I think it's them that gets heartbroken. I think it stings when they finally try to like come back around. But I feel like you are kind of like, no, this isn't for me. I hope that that makes sense. And I hope that it helps you on your journey. Nikki, I'm at a crossroads, unsure about my house, keep or sell and start again, my relationship, our future together or separate, and whether career path will finally open up, feeling unsure. So I'm only doing like one question, and those are a lot. So I don't know if you heard me say, Nikki, that I've got a special going on right now. It's only till the end of the month, though. I think you can book like 30 or 60 days in advance, but you girl need a whole reading. But if you will go onto IG and comment or send me a message like through DM that just put eclipse, um, I'll give you a 45-minute session at the 30-minute price. So let's see. Let's talk about your crossroads. Lay out some cards for you. Okay. Yeah. So here's what they're saying. The Lover's card comes up. Now, the Lover's card is all about you need to make the decision that's for your best and highest good. You need to make the decision that is not necessarily the most logical or the one that makes the most sense. It's what feels right in your soul. I think you need to be very still with yourself and you need to be very honest with yourself about what is happening. Does it make sense? Like, because what you don't want to do, I think too, like human design may not be a bad idea for you, but like trying to decide this around this time with the market the way it is and with the rates set the way that they are, this is something you really want to do a lot of research on. I feel like what I keep hearing is like cut through the noise, cut through the crap. And that's not like you, but that's like just get honest with yourself. Um, and and then it's like the Eight of Cups, which is like it's not like you're mad or upset. You've just put a lot of time and effort and energy into this like relationship or the home or whatever. And it's like it's time for me to kind of walk away from something that no longer serves me, and that goes very much in line with the Lovers card, because it's just what I keep hearing for you is kind of like, you gotta get really super clear, but with yourself. Not It's not about talking to other people about it. It's not about, and I'm not saying you shouldn't talk to other people about it. I'm just saying when it's all said and done, these are really your decisions. And what your guides and angels are being very clear about is like, you have to cut through all of that noise and all that distraction and be still with yourself. But ultimately, there is something that you do need to walk away from, whether that is your house or that relationship or um, the career path that you're feeling. I feel like that uncertainty is your nervous system being wrecked right now because there is so much going on. We are in the middle of, like, we're about to get a lunar eclipse, so you're feeling the shadow now. So just try, and I hate to be all woo woo and say like meditate, but I do think that meditating would be really good for you because I feel like you have the answer. It's just there's so much going on for you that it's very difficult. All right. Summer Green Apple. I like him. Well, he'll be the one. Your dog is adorable, first and foremost. And let's see if he will be the one. Fine. Apple, will he like him? Will he be the one? Will he be the one? I think he might be. I love this for you. The Ace of Pentacles is all about like the beginning of something. It's like planting that seed and seeing these beautiful roots grow um, from planting the seed. It's very slow, very steady, it's like gift from God. Like the hand of God is like, here you go, here's this gift, but you have to do the work for it. You have to plant it and you have to water it, you have to feed it, all that good stuff. So, yes, I do think he could be, but you have to do the work for that. All right, let's see here. Where are we with time? Oh my gosh, this is the fastest hour of my life. Okay. Lulu. I wonder whatever happened to that guy. That just reminded me. All right, Lulu, it's a company that I'm working for to relocate me to my home country in the next 2 months. Lulu, is Lulu's company going to be working? She's working for to relocate to my home country. I don't think so. Oh, um, I don't think so. I think so. The hermit is kind of like, I don't think so. Is you kind of taking space to kind of reflect, and that normally happens when you are not like loving the situation you're in. I feel like there's a lot of communication problems, and the Empress would be, gosh, this is a tough one. I don't know because the Empress is like a homemaker, and so that makes me think that is your home country. But I think it's going to take you having to really how to sell it to them basically. Do I think it can happen? Yes. I don't know that it's going to be in the next 2 months. And I don't know if there's a reason for that timeline. But if you're going to get it done, I feel like you're going to have to sell it to them. And I think that's what this like communication card is about. And I think that's what this hermit card is about. So I hope that helps. And you have to tell me whether or not it happens because I have somebody else I'm talking to like this, and we talk through DM. Um, just reminded me um, about that. Should I stay or and wait or go forward in love? All right, Zachary, let's see. Should I stay and wait or go forward in love? Be patient. I'd say go forward, be patient. Things are integrating right now. You're kind of like learning how to balance things out. And just know that with the eight of or the six of pentacles, this is all about you kind of giving more than you're able to get because the person isn't capable right now. I don't know if there's somebody already in your life, Zachary, but I do feel like they're just your guys are like, you need to be patient Just be patient. All right, Sierra, you're next. At a crossroads with my career, stay or make a change. Let's take a look. Sierra and her career. Does she stay or does she make the change? Stay or make the change? Ooh, that's a good question. I think you stay. Just double checking here. Yeah, stay, stay, stay. And I'll tell you why. The Queen of Swords came up, and this is like getting really honest with yourself, seeing things from a much higher perspective, looking at things from like a helicopter view versus necessarily not like, the Two of Swords is kind of feeling like you are at a crossroads. Like you are, in fact, I almost feel like this is almost weighing so heavy on you that you are uncomfortable in your own body. But the thing is if you can hold off before you make a decision, and you're honest with yourself, like keep it real, real. I feel like things start moving forward at the company that you're at. Now, if you were to go, the first thing that comes up is the King of Wands, which is a great card. This is shifting and changing and fire and excitement. You're moving in the right direction, but the Ten of Swords follows it, which means like you might find the best company and then bam, the next thing you know, like they lay you off. And then the Five of Wands, it's so competitive out there right now. And this is, I mean, it's always a good like lesson, but I don't know that right now is the time for that. So I personally think that you should stay where you are for now. Um, and if something gets offered to you, just do your due diligence because I almost feel like you got bamboozled. I hope that helps. Leslie. Okay, Leslie, let's take a look what the next 6 months looks like for you. Damn, that card just won't stop. Won't stop. Okay. So the next 6 months, they're saying be patient. I feel like you've been trying to balance things, and I feel like the balancing is maybe taking a little bit longer. Rio, yes, you can. I mean, except for like, like pregnancy stuff. Please don't ask about that because that makes me uncomfortable. But um I feel like you have been trying to balance some things. You've been trying to find like the middle ground. And I feel like you're giving for the next 6 months, I feel like they're telling you to be patient, to allow things to kind of settle before you make any major life decisions. Also, the Six of Pentacles, this is going to feel like you are giving more than you're getting. And I would also say just be careful that the people that you're giving to, that they don't necessarily have to pay you back in the way that you're helping them because they may not be able to, but they can like repay you with their time and their respect. I feel like there's some communication issues. I feel like there's a lot of people in your ear, and it almost feels, I don't know if it's your own like yourself talking to yourself about like I should be doing this or that, but it feels very like it's very distracting actually. I'm going to pull one more card. If you allow yourself to do like these things, get out of your own head, don't listen to what other people have to say, be true to yourself in the next like 6 months, because there's a lot changing for you. Man, that is going to be a beautiful thing. The King of Wands is all about being a leader and having this fire and looking forward. Like this guy is looking you straight in the face. There's a line behind him. I feel like there's a vision. And I don't know if you're looking at possibly like starting your own business, but this feels like the next 6 months, some things really open up for you. But it doesn't happen unless you kind of allow the next 6 months to play out the way they're supposed to. You're supposed to um, integrate what you've been learning, how to balance things, making sure that you don't give more than you're getting. And I don't mean like, oh, I did this for this person, they should do this for me. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is kind of like you can't do all of it all the time and they never step up. You want people to meet you where you are, but you don't want to have to carry the whole weight all the time. But it's about learning how to communicate that in a kind and loving way. Just remember that when you want to lose your mind on something, that you tell people that you're like, this is my truth. Do it from a kind and loving way. And you're trying to be the best version of yourself. You're trying to be the version of yourself that you want to be tomorrow, not the version of yourself that you have been and what's comfortable. The minute you do that, man, do things light up for you. Like it feels really good. So just hang tight. Hang tight in there. All right. Okay, let's see here. I want to get back to FB. Let's see where you guys are. Well, let's see, because y'all been waiting for a minute. Raquel, very nice to see you in here. I'm not sure what you didn't ask a question, but let's pull a card for you just because you've been waiting for a minute. Yeah, a few minutes, not that much, which is good. All right. Ooh, the Knight of Cups. I feel like there is Raquel, there's somebody coming in for you that's a little bit younger. They are very charismatic, and I feel like they're doing the whole like courting you. It feels very intentional. So I hope that helps. You work for your job yourself, but being encouraged to move to job. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's see where we are here. Buenas tardes, Mina querida. I think I kind of understand. Hello. Buenas tardes. What that means. Beautiful. I'm so happy that you liked it. All right, Sandy, I didn't forget about you. I don't think I did. Did I already answer serious gains? All right, I don't think I did. I'm in a career crossroads. Did I answer that? Stay or go? Stay or go? I think go. I think either way, no matter what, if you stay, I don't think you're going to get to stay there very long. If you go, I feel like there's a lot of hope, a lot of happiness, and I feel like you find something that really connects with you. If I haven't answered that already. Sandy from New Jersey. I'm Leo. Hello, Leo. Should I stop talking to someone who I feel like might be pulling away? Stop talking to someone who I feel like might be pulling away. That's an interesting combination. So the first card is the Fool, and the Fool is kind of like that yes card. It's kind of like wipe the slate clean, start from fresh, stop with all the baggage. If you feel like there's a lot of baggage left, yes. But most importantly, the second card that came up was the High Priestess, and this is about you listening to your intuition and listening to your gut. Sandy, so you have a very strong, I feel like, intuitive intuition. I think that if you feel like you should pull away, then the answer is yes. But if you feel like maybe, maybe a conversation might be worth having, I don't know. I hope that helps. But yeah, what time do they? I mean, okay, you've already said that. Highs, love coming soon, Lee. All right, Lee, let's take a look. All right, Lee. Oh, these cards are a mess. What is happening here? Okay, I'm going to take that as a sign. I'm not supposed to do that. Use that deck. We'll use this one. All right, Lee. Highs and love coming soon. Let's see if there is love coming soon. Yeah, but I don't know if this is a good fit for this person. I feel like somebody is coming in soon. I feel like it starts out really interesting, very like you're learning a lot about someone, but it almost feels like they have this hold on you that isn't necessarily like the best for you. And I feel like if it's too much work, then it's not the right fit. So I would just say, yes, I think someone is coming in. I don't necessarily think they're the right fit. I think you need to like go out with them. Don't just move too fast because this feels very possessive and it feels almost like you almost feel trapped a little bit. Um, and I feel like you have to do a lot of work. So I hope that helps. All right. And Nathaniel, super manifester. What's in my next 6 months? Good for you. I love a good manifester. My niece can manifest like nobody's business, man. It's crazy. Oh, I tell her all the time, and I think she's beginning to finally believe me, but sometimes these younger children, they don't listen. Where is okay? All right. So, Nathaniel, what is my next 6 months? Let's see what the next 6 months looks like. Oof. Okay. So, next 6 months, I would say focus on you really picking the thing that aligns with you the most. Be very intentional about how you're moving forward, what you're doing, why you're doing it. I feel like there's going to be something that you're going to need to walk away from. It's going to be something you've put a lot of time and effort, love, energy, all the things into. It doesn't feel like you're upset or mad. It just feels like you're like, oh, this isn't aligned with me anymore. This doesn't feel like I was hoping it would feel. And when you make the shift and you make the change, you are like victorious, right? Like things are working out in your favor. I will say though, if you don't, the tower card comes up and it's almost like whether you want to or not, if you don't choose what's in alignment with you, the universe is going to choose for you. So be intentional in what you do. Because if you do what makes more sense on paper than what feels right, it's going to work out the way it's supposed to, no matter what. But it is going to be a lot rockier if you don't. All right. And then you guys, I'm almost I have to run. It's how has it been an hour? I will be back next Tuesday though, for sure. So if I didn't get to you, you can set up an appointment with me, which I would love. Girls trying to make this her business, like her real life business, but and I love doing this. But if you have been here this whole time, make sure that I said I'm running a special that I have not posted about. It's behind the scenes. I'm selling the 45-minute readings for the 30-minute price. So, and that's only going to be till the end of the month, and then I'll take it down. But you can comment eclipse in IG or really any of them, and I'll try to. If I don't respond to you, just send me a message that says eclipse, and I'll be like, oh, they were there. Um, Nicole, how is the love life looking? Oh, okay. All right. So first, I want you to know they're saying they want you to take a step back for just a moment. I don't know if you've been putting a lot of work in trying to find like the love of your life, or you're kind of like, oh, where are we? There we go. I'm not sure if you're trying to like it feels like they're saying your guides and angels are like, she needs to remember where she was 6 months ago versus where you are now. So I don't know if you went through a breakup like a few months ago and you're kind of like finally getting over it, but they want you to be very like aware, like you've come a long way and you've put the effort, you've done the work, things are growing. I do feel like there's a piece of you that still feels a little bit emotionally uh not bankrupt, but kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Insecure about things. It feels like, but they're like, once you can let go of that way of thinking, the thing is, or if this is a religious thing, that's weird. Not that it's weird. I'm just saying it just popped in my brain. When I say it's weird, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying I don't know if it's like there's something about it feels like it's something about religion. I don't know if you're questioning it because of religion, but they're like, don't fret it. Like, don't think about that part of it. I do feel like the star comes up for a reason. This is my like, have faith, believe there's water there, there's light. after things have been really dark, and it's like you have this it's going to happen, it's coming, and you can believe and trust that it's coming. I hope that that helps. Right. Okay. Life has thrown me lots of curveballs this year, and I was wondering when it's going to end. It has been one hell of a year. You're not wrong about that. But I want you to know this, everything is happening the way it's supposed to. It really truly is. Believe it and trust it. Even if it doesn't feel right, just say thank you because everything is happening the way it's supposed to. Let's see what next when this is going to end for you. Like the what feels like a struggle, but it's like really good learning lessons. I promise. Just remember it's happening for you, not to you. Truly, truly. It's coming to an end. I don't know if I can say when. Here's what I'm saying. Things are going to go back to the way they used to be. Start feeling things start feeling like they're going back to like the way they were. I feel like there's a lot of emotional stability that starts to happen. And you start feeling really much better, and then there's like this friends and happiness and kind of celebrating. So things are going to get better for you. So hang in there. Don't get too stuck in the like, is this ever going to end? Oh, eclipse. Oh, Brianna Lee, thank you. I'm gonna. Can you send me? Let me just see here. Maybe I should just put. You know what I'm gonna do? That's what I'm gonna do. Hold tight. I'm gonna put the link if you want to book for that particular thing because it's not live. Hang on a minute. Where am I going? Oh yeah. Where can I put it? Can I make a comment in here? Yeah, let's see here. Gosh, I hope this is you. I don't know if this is you or not. Oh Lord. All these people are putting Brianna Lee, and I can't. I don't. I mean, sorry. No, I just sent it to the wrong person. This person's gonna be like, "What are you talking about, lady?" Okay. I don't know how to do. All right, hang on. Okay, I just added it to the link. So if you look there where it says Eclipse promo, if you click on it, you'll have access to it until I get off this call. All right. So I'm gonna stay on here for just a second. Okay, back. Okay, I'm back here. Let's see where we were. I know, my love. My dogs are starting to do the whole pacing thing where they're like, we're ready to go for a WALK. All right, Sarah, what energy surrounds my business venture? y'all still there? I wonder. Ooh, it looks good. We have the Queen of Cups. It feels like it's going to be super emotionally stable for you, which is great for any business. And I feel like you're going to be victorious. Is it going to be a huge victory? No, but like a loss is pretty good for not like the first few years. So I feel like you're victorious at it. I do feel like it goes well for you. All right. Um, Nayli, do you see anything for my husband's career? Ooh, let's take a look. I'm coming, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm almost done. I'm going to give him just a few more minutes, okay? They don't believe me. It's so sad. They know. I don't mean to lie to them, but it's when you're doing what you love, it's hard to walk away. Okay, it's going to be fine. Here's what I'm going to say about the business career for your husband. I feel like right now he's in a very uncomfortable position. Things are not going, I guess, the way that he feels like they should go. But there's something so beautiful about what he's going through right now because the Hanged Man is all about seeing things from a different perspective and being enlightened because you're seeing things from a different perspective. I do feel like he ends up getting something or getting like I don't know if he's got a job now or he's looking for a job, but there's some sort of a promotion that comes in and it's like he did it on his own. He didn't ask anybody for help. He kind of just got it done. And it's very self-sufficient. So I don't know what he does, but I would love to know because it feels really good. It feels like it's something is shifting for him for sure. Hello, September. Hi, Dr. Abby Zach. So nice to see you guys in here. I feel like I don't know what happened to my other. I don't know what happened. Okay. I think I have to go. All right, guys. I have to run. My dogs. Oh no, September. I hate that yeah, I'm so sorry that I'm leaving now, but I'm gonna be doing this every Tuesday for the next at least we'll say 2 months. I'm probably gonna do it for 3. And if it goes well, maybe I'll do it more than that. But if you're still here, I have put in the little comment section where you can get the special that I'm running that I'm not advertising. So thank you for coming in. And until next time, you guys, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. Until next time, my friends. I don't even know how to get out of this thing right now. Yeah, here we go. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Until next time. All right, guys. What is it? Travis?
6 months.
Did you eat?
When you feel now envision at the end of your You like me, right?
Want to come up here with me?
Wonder.
Okay. Did she eat her food?
As you settle into sleep for the coming night, put to rest any thoughts you're carrying about the past or it's your about the future. And the thoughts of good deeds with the help of these empowering affirmations. When anxious statements for tonight's meditation, there's nothing you need to feel the hand without rather deeply into the positive energy of the following affirmation. As that it's both through your subconscious mind, will help deal with the positive vibration. Your belief techniques transform your mind, resist
Is that get up here? Come on.
beneath you. Every breath. It's not the coffee, I make sure that like
This is a fine. I'll say